Here we are in Central Park, the one and only Jennifer Lopez, the one and only Lucy Danziger, now teamed up at Self Magazine. You
That's
are
right.
the most inspiring woman.
Oh, that's right.
Of 2008. She's busy.
Yeah,
You know,
Self Magazine.
we are really admiring of the fact that she had twins, this megastar career, and now she's doing a triathlon to raise money for charity.
And the key there, 6 months. How are the babies, Emmy and
They're
Max?
great. They're great. They're amazing. I hated leaving them this morning, but
I apologize for that.
No, not
Are
at
they
all.
sleeping?
They're sleeping through the night.
Really?
Yes.
Phenomenal. If anybody has twins, you know how hard that is.
Yeah.
Is their
Very
schedule
lucky.
even close to being the same?
Yes.
Really?
They go to bed around 9:30, and they get up around 6:37.
That is impressive.
It's
Also,
awesome.
Lopez and her husband, Mark Anthony, doing it themselves, lack of infrastructure in the
Yes.
household.
Yes, we actually just tried somebody out last week when Lucy was there. Was like her first day because I'm going to be going back to work to do a film later in the year. So I'm trying to find somebody.
But it's amazing. In this day
But
and
we've been
age,
doing it by ourselves, and we love it. It's been
that's
awesome.
great, and it's so rare you hear about that. Now, so you're doing the most difficult thing in the world, which is parenting twins.
Yeah.
And 6 months go by, you're getting back into shape. How does this idea come up?
Well, it actually came up when I was about 8 months pregnant, and I was, beached on the like a whale.
You look beautiful. Nothing as beautiful as a pregnant woman.
And I was watching TV, and I saw a triathlon, and I just said, you know what? I think I could do that. That would be great for me to do. Maybe I'll do it this year. And of course, everybody told me I was crazy, but it was funny because after I had the baby and I did the shoot for Self, I met Lucy, and she came down to the shoot, and she was like, "Are you really going to do a triathlon?" I'm like, I'm really do want to do it. And she's like, I do them. I was like, you do? I was like, maybe we should do it together. Maybe we can really raise a lot of money and do something like really great. And that's what it turned out to be.
The triathlon is September 14th
Yes.
in Malibu. It is for charity.
It is. For the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, which I've worked with for many years. And we're going to raise it through selfmagazine.com, is jenniferlopez.com. You can donate money. We're very excited about it.
So this is great. How are you getting ready for this?
Well, one of the things I was going to say is if you go to a spin class or you're a runner and you're a woman out there and you're curious about it, you can actually follow Jennifer's training diary online at self.com and learn it's not that much more to add swimming or add that other sport, and you rotate these things and
Easy
you get
for
a
you to
swim
say.
shape.
The swimming is a killer. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
also
a natural swimmer.
foreign to you.
Yeah, very
Right.
foreign.
You were on the track team, so you know that you're a dancer,
I'm
you're a good athlete.
Yes, I'm a good athlete. I feel like, my stamina, I could get it up there with some, if I work really hard, but the swimming's a killer.
She's a great athlete, okay? I've
Phelps
behind
has
her.
nothing to worry about with me.
You
Okay?
have to really struggle to keep up with this one on wheels. But I will say, what I tell people about swimming, I'm not a natural. Get in the pool, 5 minutes later, you can tell yourself you can get out. If you're not having fun after 5 minutes, generally you start to relax and breathe. And if you're breathing well, you relax and you don't want to get out after 5 minutes.
Now, you know that you've had your body in a level condition most people don't for most of your life. But they're home, they're watching, they say, well, maybe Jennifer says I should try. Maybe I should try. What's your advice to them so far in this process? What you need to know at home if you're thinking of doing this?
Okay, if you're thinking of you got to start slow. Got to start slow and give yourself time. There's not something that is natural to me, but it's something that I feel is a challenge. I'm always into challenging myself and seeing what I can do. And you have to start little by little. Start little by little, and then you just work up to it.
Danziger's a little intimidating, isn't she?
Well,
She is.
She's a little jacked up.
I did
She's
start
Woman
this.
of the Year.
No.
Okay?
I started this 4
Inspired Woman of the
years
Year.
ago, and I decided to see if I could get a little faster, and I lost some weight. The thing about being a triathlete is when you do these cross-training things, you can eat whatever you want, and you get thin.
Very hungry
It's pretty
all the
great.
time.
So the biking, I was going to say, you get a nice bike, and you get it fit. Because I used to get aches and pains when I was
That's
biking.
true.
If they make the handlebars right and the seat right and the pedals right, you can get power out of the whole stroke. And instead of being like a 9-year-old going up and down and up and down, you get power out of the whole stroke pedal and you go farther faster. So it's easier.
It's fun. It's
It's
You
really
having fun so far?
You know what? I am having. It's really tiring. You know what I mean? And I
Sounds
try to.
hard.
I like spending a lot of time with the babies, and I have some work that I'm doing. So I have a limited amount of time that I can actually train. So I try to really maximize that. But I'm having fun with it. I have to say, it's really challenging.
Jennifer Lopez, are you nervous that you won't be able to finish?
Yes.
No, she's great. She's going to do well.
Yes.
I see
But
it.
if
She
I
can do
have
it
to
tomorrow.
crawl across that finish line, I am going to crawl across that finish line.
She's going to do
I
it for
don't know.
charity, if for nothing
That's it.
else.
It's for the kids.
And Max
I
and
keep
Emmy,
telling
too.
myself that when I'm training, I'm like, this is for charity. Your kids are gonna know about this.
The kids are gonna know.
Don't embarrass the family. Really,
If they see you on the side
like
like this,
Lopez, get it
you
done.
gotta
But
go.
if you have a goal, you can reach that finish line. You know, that's the
Absolutely.
thing. Having a goal really helps. You know, we try to help women have a body goal. Yours is so inspiring
yes.
because women will relate to the fact you've never done this before. So it's
And
really
especially coming off pregnancy. I remember learning with my
Yeah.
wife, the doctor said a year out, a year back
It's
in.
true.
You're
It's
6
true.
months out, and look at you
I'm
already. You look
6
great.
months out, and
Amazing.
it is challenging. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard. But when I get out there and when I'm done after that hour and a half a day, or whatever it takes, hour and 15 minutes, I feel great. I have to say, I feel great. I have more energy. You know, I'm proud of myself.
Is
you know?
Papa Anthony supportive?
He's very supportive.
Because you're hanging it off too to him.
Remember,
You're
he
saying, I
puts
gotta go
together-
jog,
he puts
and he's
together-
getting this.
No.
Here you go. I gotta go jog, and he's like, oh.
No, he
no.
loves it. And he set up like a whole, and she knows this because she came to the house, he set up like a whole little area for me to run with the treadmill, and he put together the computer bike so I could train it so I don't have to go out all the time because he knows I hate leaving the babies. And he's like, I got you a little computer thing, so I'm just there going up the
Anything to
hills.
keep you around the kids.
Yeah, you know what? It was
He's
probably
very
a little
supportive.
self-serving. You're right.
No, he's very supportive, and
Yeah,
he's going
right.
to be there cheering. I mean, the great thing
No, he's
about these
great.
guys is they have this normal life, and yet she's training for a triathlon, and she's a superstar. So
This
I'm
is
pretty
all great.
inspired.
That's why you're the most inspiring woman for
Thank
Self
you. Thank
Magazine.
you so much.
Congratulations to
Thank
you.
you so
Good
much.
luck. September
Thank you.
14th, that's the big day for Lopez. We'll find out where she is on that day. She better be in Malibu. Lucy Danziger,
Thank you, and
always a
watch
pleasure.
her train online at self.com. You're going to
That's
be
right.
doing it. You're going to be
We're
blogging it.
We're blogging it all the time.
I'm
Yeah.
inspired.
Yeah.
I may have to go do a little bit here.
In a flash, be the first to know what's coming up on Good Morning America tomorrow with the GMA Daily Flash email. All the great insider details you want to know from GMA. Go to abcnews.com, click the GMA page, and sign up for the Daily Flash. And you can even enter to win the weekly GMA Flash gift bag giveaway. Sign up now.